Welcome back to Tiny Track Cars. Today we are at the Big O, our brand new track we're unveiling today for the National Super Truck Series. And folks, we have been waiting a long time to announce this track. Drivers will be doing 2 full laps around this track for each individual race. Let's go ahead and meet the drivers in Group 1. Sneaky Bob. Outlaw. Arlo. And Killer Kowalski. Tiny Track Cars is the 3rd track in this National Super Truck Series out of 4. Next, they will go to Bay City Diecast Racing. There you see the trucks rolling in for their rolling start for race number 1. Sneaky Bob out in front, followed by Outlaw and Arlo. Arlo tries to take the inside in turn 1. Sneaky Bob out front. Outlaw tries to get by. It looks like Arlo spins out. The battle continues between Sneaky Bob and Outlaw. Outlaw seems to blow it there as he hits the top of the curb. Will Sneaky Bob run away with it? He does a slight drift and comes across the finish line for first place in race 1, followed by Outlaw and then Arlo. Killer Kowalski, we do not see. Let's go ahead and watch that replay and see what have happened to him, what might have happened to him. Sneaky Bob out front. Outlaw tries to sneak in the inside there, almost spins him out sideways. We freeze frame it and see Arlo completely sideways. It looks like Killer Kowalski and Arlo do get tangled up. We'll see what the result of that was, but we do know that Arlo did finish the race. You see Outlaw spin out there and leaves Sneaky Bob uncontested for the first place in race 1. As he does a fancy drift coming down that last 180 across the finish line of his 2nd lap around the Big O. We'll head back to the starting line. These drivers are starting in a single file line, which is the format that has given them the most competitive edge on this track to battle against each other. The track crew is working on a better scenario, a better situation, so these vehicles are able to run in a grid format, 2 wide, and we can run up to 10 vehicles at a time on this track. There they are for race 2. Arlo out front as they cross the start-finish line and go green. Arlo is out front, followed by Sneaky Bob. Arlo spins out on an oil slick. Killer Kowalski takes the inside and takes the lead. Will Killer Kowalski walk away with it? Outlaw comes out of nowhere and makes a pass on Sneaky Bob. Arlo's in reverse. He's going to make a move on Killer Kowalski. Killer Kowalski takes the outside and is able to save it as they cross the finish line. There's a good battle between Killer Kowalski, Arlo, and Outlaw. And we see Sneaky Bob trickling through the finish line in that beautiful Driftinator truck. Draftinator. Driftinator is a draft. Are we drafting or are we drifting? We're definitely drafting in this. We're drifting and drafting. We're going to call it a Draftinator because that's what it is. There's Killer Kowalski. It looks like he is going to be way out in front, but somehow Arlo in reverse and Outlaw catch up to him. Arlo in reverse takes the inside here. You think he's going to be able to make the pass, getting pushed a little bit by Outlaw. Outlaw drafting off those 2, and Killer Kowalski is able to pull it out in that fast outside high line across the finish line. We'll watch it from our aerial cam here and freeze frame it. Killer Kowalski pulls in front of Arlo, so he is unable to take that inside line on him. And that, folks, is the end of race 2. And we're going to head into halftime. But before we see the halftime show, we are going to thank our sponsor and our track partners that made this tournament possible. This tournament is sponsored by Merch by Meekin, custom metal signs for your diecast racing track, and a whole bunch of other stuff in partnership with Treetops Raceway Park, Bay City Diecast Racing, and Funkhauser Diecast Racing League, the home of Cousin Ricky. Okay, here we go. We have our Super Rig halftime showdown. We have Lone Star in that teal rig, Sneaky Bob in that purple rig that matches purple like in Hypersport. The winner of that race will race our Super Rigs Grand Champion, Cousin Ricky, in that beautiful Hot Wheels red and black semi-truck. We have Sneaky Bob in the inside lane and Lone Star in the outside lane. It looks like Sneaky Bob is ahead a little bit. He pops off the track, hits the track, and goes flying, catapulting himself off the track. It looks like Lone Star has a clear track ahead of him. All he has to do is keep it on the track. Will he keep it on the track? No, he blew it. It's almost like I knew that was going to happen. Even though this is a live event, something in me, deep inside, I knew Lone Star was going to crash. And he's got some scratches on that beautiful Mercedes-Benz AMG. And there you see Sneaky Bob in that replay, pole vaulting, catapulting himself off that rig, and nosediving into the infield. Like I said, Lone Star could have just drove down the track, took the easy win, but he wanted to show off, and he blew it. These trucks will run again in another race. I believe they stay in the same lanes. I'm not sure if they rotate or not. The script I have here in front of me does not say either or. All right, we got Sneaky Bob on the inside, Lone Star on the outside. It looks like Lone Star is pulling a pinch maneuver. Lone Star breaks free. He's out front again. All he has to do is not blow it. Will he keep that 18-wheeler? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-wheeler. Will he keep that 8-wheeler on the track? And looks like Lone Star is gonna make it into the last 180, last turn, and he pulls it off. Lone Star will move on and race Cousin Ricky, and there is Sneaky Bob sliding across the finish line. You are out of there. You're out of there. All right, here we go. Cousin Ricky versus Lone Star. The winner of this moves on to be the champion of all Super Rig champions, and will face any other people who decide to enter this Super Rigs halftime extravaganza. Cousin Ricky way out in front. Cousin Ricky tips it over, and it looks like he's gonna have some scratches on the helmet. Lone Star comes pile driving into him. Wow, that was a crash. Then Lone Star flips over. He almost was able to take that curve on the outside and pass the reigning champion, but no, he does not. We will rerun that here. I think we're rerunning that. Yes, no replay on that. We're rerunning it. Sneaky Bob, that's Cousin Ricky. Cousin Ricky in that Grand Sport Corvette. It looks like there's no driver to the semi-truck. We're in a drive-by-wire situation. That old Corvette has modern technology, and Cousin Ricky is steering that Super Rig from the Corvette in the back of the truck. Gets up on 2 wheels or 4 wheels or how many ever wheels are on the left side of the truck, and crosses the finish line to move on and become the champion of the Super Rigs. Lone Star, I'm going to send your car back to you. That's your Fast and Furious car. I'm going to send it back to you with a couple more scratches on it. I'm sorry, buddy. But there you have it. Cousin Ricky, the champion. Congratulations, you win nothing. We're going to head into race 3 of the Super Trucks. We are on a 5-3-2-1 point system here. First place is 5 points. Kila Kowalski out front, followed by Arlo, then Outlaw, then Sneaky Bob. They're in a tight pack as they go into turn 1, drafting off each other. Kila Kowalski pulls ahead a little bit. Outlaw getting the speed with that draft, slingshotting himself on the inside. Now he's drafting up Kila Kowalski, passing Kila Kowalski on the outside. Will he be able to make it? Outlaw breaks away and wins race number 3, completing 2 full laps faster than any other car, any other truck, any other super truck on this track. We're going to slow it down for you, break it down. Look at Outlaw. He is right on the bumper of Arlo. That means he's drafting. Even though he's driving a Studebaker, not a Draftinator, he is the one doing the best drafting out there. He slingshots himself by Arlo. They're right side by side. By the end of this turn, he's 2 truck lengths ahead and right on the bumper, touching the butt of Kila Kowalski. Then down the straightaway, Kila Kowalski gets a little sideways. Maybe there's some turbulent air there from the drafting that Outlaw was doing. Slingshots himself around the outside of Kila Kowalski, and Outlaw takes race 3, followed by Kila Kowalski, Arlo, and Sneaky Bob. All right, we'll bring up the scorecard here, and it looks like Outlaw is walking away with it with 10 points, followed by Kila Kowalski, then Sneaky Bob and Arlo. Into race 4, the final race. Outlaw is out front. He has the most points. All he has to do is stay out front. Go green. They're out of there. Green, 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 green. Into the first banked turn. Outlaw is out front. Kila Kowalski behind him. Kila Kowalski checks sideways. Outlaw is pulling ahead, and Outlaw blows it. He's on his side. Will the trucks get by him? No. There is a massive collision. Everyone gets tangled up. Kila Kowalski driving in reverse, breaks free, and looks like he will win this one in reverse. Kila Kowalski takes it. We see Sneaky Bob. Where is Arlo, and where is Outlaw? It looks like they got tangled up and did not finish, aka DNF'd, aka fat goose egg. There you see, it looks like Outlaw catches a ridge on the track as he comes down from that high banked turn, slides on his side. Killer Kowalski tries to hit the brakes to get around him, does not, as you see there. You see a crash between those trucks. Killer Kowalski gets loose. Arlo hits Sneaky Bob. Sneaky Bob gets loose, but Outlaw on his side, and Arlo gets tangled up with Outlaw. Killer Kowalski is shifting gears, flying through the gears. He must have took a book out of the GTR playbook. He is driving in reverse and just keeps shifting. Apparently he has multiple reverse gears. And there you see Arlo and Outlaw. And was that a FedEx truck? You know, those FedEx drivers, they're a little late on their Christmas deliveries, so they have to keep on working. And I don't know why they're on the Big O. Maybe they have some overnight parts from Japan delivered to these American trucks, even though they're built in Malaysia, I'm pretty sure, these Hot Wheels. And there you have it, the pileup between Outlaw and Arlo. And you see Killer Kowalski with 13 points, the victor of this sector, of this group. And that, folks, wraps up the first ever video filmed on the Big O, the brand new track from Tiny Track Cars. 2 amazing loops, 2 amazing trips around the Big O oval, making diecast history. Maybe it's not. I made that up. I'm just making it sound cooler than it is. Let us know in the comments if you think this track is cool. Have we done it? Have we done it again? I don't know. Let us know. And again, signing off. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and get ready for more exciting moments on the track. Bye-bye now.